On the night, it's the second most she scored in her career. Aliyah Boston, the second most she has in her career. Everything going through Howard in the overtime. Howard on hole. Howard spins, fades, fires, and puts Atlanta in front.
I mean, it is over a contested hand. Ryan Howard works so hard with the ball in her hands.
Mitchell working on Gray, trying to turn the corner. Charles sticks with her. Oh, Mitchell, tough shot. Boston cleans up. Now Boston's matched her career high with 28s.
Back to Horns.
Canada, shot clock down to 7. Canada being watched by Clark, shot clock down to 5. Canada going to start to drive. Charles has to fire, misses on a 3. Not a lot of ball movement there for Atlanta. Great, nearly took it away from Clark. Fever basketball, 1:12 left. We are even at 98.
That's an important defensive play by Aliyah Gray, because this allows them to set their defense and substitute Charles out of the game.
Hole gets it into Boston. It's Kubai defending her. Boston sees a double team. Back out, Hole repost. Boston, this time it's one-on-one, and Boston wins the battle.
What a call by Christy Sides. You know Boston made the bucket at the end of regulation in that matchup. And that's where all the scouting and the analytics and all the data comes into play.
Charles back in, offensive, defensive substitution. In for Howard, on the drive, puts on the brakes. Boston is there, Howard leaves it short. Boston tips the rebound to Mitchell. And a huge offensive possession coming up for Indiana, down 2. They're up 2. Clark spinning her way inside. Boston had it deflected. Out to Fag-Benley. Shot clock down to 5. Gets it into Boston. Boston's double teamed. Boston trying to fight through it. And shot clock violation. So they blew the whistle, and Atlanta frustrated at that.
Was Christy Sides trying to call? She's looking for a foul. I didn't know if she was trying to call a timeout.
Really good defensive possession here by Atlanta. Maybe some contact there.
She was trying to step through. Nobody's moving. Fag-Benley's in the corner. She's not a threat from there.
So Atlanta with the reset and ready to inbound. In for Charles. Deep position. Charles too strong. Holt tips it up. Howard, can she save it? Oh, they're going to say that's off of Indiana. Oh, and they got it right the second time. Good job by Teresa, stuck there for correcting herself.
I didn't think Indiana looked organized. That was a direct pass to the block. Tina Charles makes that shot 8 out of 10 times.
And they're clearly off of Howard. So now Indiana using their reset. So Atlanta was playing 2 for 1 there. So the saving grace, if you're Tanisha Wright.
Look for Clark coming through the elevator door screens here to the ball.
5-second differential, game clock and shot clock. Austin will hand off to Clark. Indiana with a 2-point lead, and they foul. So Atlanta had a foul to give. Although by doing that,
get a turnover, then you foul.
Into Boston. Hole had some trouble there. And Clark is fouled again. I'm a little surprised by this. They had 5 seconds between game clock and shot clock.
% free throw shooter to make 2, which makes it a 2-possession game.
There's 29-2 on the clock when Indiana first inbounded. So that's 5.2 between the two. And Clark calmly knocks down the free throws, so Indiana goes up 2 possessions. I guess I thought that when they ran that real quick play on the last possession, it was because they were trying to get 2 possessions out of it. Clark now with 24 and 12, and you know, there was a moment where it looked like, Debbie, they were frustrating her a little bit, and I think it was that 3 right there that got her going.
Well, that was early in the second half. I thought Caitlin did a really good job of balancing her scoring with finding her teammates. as evident by another double-digit assist and another double-double. That's for Caitlin. That's another double-double with 11. That's her 12th double-double with assists. She has 2 with rebounds.
So 14,
and 2 triple-doubles.
14th of the season, 2 triple-doubles. Tyrese Halliburton has been enjoying a great one here. Late afternoon, early evening, and now do the Fever have the defensive chops.
36 points.
Indiana overcame a 16-point deficit and then a separate 9-point deficit in the second half.
I like Kelsey Mitchell being on the ball right here, but she's going to help if anybody comes to the ball.
Howard on Hull. Howard on the drive. Howard flips it up. Hang, shot too strong, gets a rebound. Ball loose on the floor. Guess who? Lexi Hull.
Has Lexi Hull made every late game defensive play since the break for the Fever? It sure seems like it, whether it's coming up with a loose ball or rebound.
Well, I went and looked it up, and in every game besides that Chicago blowout a couple weeks ago, Lexi Hull has made some sort of pivotal play in the final 3 minutes of the game.
It sure felt like it.
It is just uncanny, her ability to come up in these huge moments. Although she misses a free throw there. This is going to be a 2-possession game either way.
4 for 5 from the three-point line today. Her percentage is only going up.
Oh, she missed them both. No timeouts left here for Atlanta, so they've really got to go quickly. Canada on the drive. Canada flips it up and gets it to go. Inbound Clark. Oh, and the intelligence there by Aliyah Boston to get the ball and fire it in to the 90% free throw shooter. And Clark has a chance to ice this game at the line.
At the line, shooting 2 free throws, Caitlin Clark.
It'll take one more.
No timeouts. You have to stop the ball up the floor, but depending on this one, you don't want to foul. Don't get close enough to foul.
And Caitlin Clark has slammed the door shut. Canada will hoist, and the Fever overcome a 16-point second half deficit. They were down by 9 in the fourth, and on the shoulders of Aliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, Indiana comes storming back for a 4-point win in overtime. The Fever have had a lot of signature wins this year, a lot of victories over big opponents. In terms of facing adversity, not many like they overcame here tonight.
They've done a nice job of finishing off games.